Nothing but the fading light.
Yo, good evening guys, welcome to the stream today. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Actually didn't check my hair before I came on. I'm Josh, welcome to ESL Challenger. We've got -72C playing today. They'll be playing the QUBE. Which, you know, I gotta say, the QUBE was a big thing in Lost Ark back in the day, one of their mechanics, but the QUBE is spelled with a QUBE instead of a C. And they've got a very, very interesting logo as well. I think they, a lot of teams have that circular logo, but the QUBE have a square logo. But unfortunately, it's not a picture of a cube though, which is a bit unfortunate, but I digress, But this is lower bracket round 2, so obviously QUBE won yesterday as well, and -72C lost to ATOX, so they're down here as well. Now the winner of this will play the loser of Lin Vision and Tyloo, which is pretty much going to be a very, very rough game for whoever wins this BO3 today. Now we'll get into the matchups very, very quickly, see the matchups are, so you've got the players are as well. I've casted some of these players, particularly from -72C, in some of their open qualifier games for ages ago. I think it's for, I'm not sure which one it was for, either for his Blast or another related tournament in particular, but I've cast a few of these teams before. I thought a few of these players. I do remember Borosto very, very clearly. He was just basically huge. And you got Yaxen, Inhuman, Flazetsky, Aviva, and then on the other side, you've got the QUBE. The Mongolians, like I say, probably not the top Mongolian team, but a Mongolian team that's probably on the edge. You've got two Anselmo, Clouden, Songman, and Holy Sana. And like I say, Anselmo is the player to watch out for as well. But like I say, for -72C, you've got Barusto as well to watch out for as well. And obviously -72C, or -72 degrees Celsius, going to be favourites coming into this match, because of course they did lose a BO3 to ATOX. It was the closest BO3, by the way. I was actually surprised that they actually managed to get a few rounds against ATOX, given the fact that ATOX have been playing particularly well. I believe they actually got a map off ATOX. No, they did not. So yeah, they came a bit close, I suppose. 13-7. Nah, I guess it's not nowhere near either. But -72C have got a pretty good chance of potentially winning this, I'm gonna say. Anyways, we're gonna go back to the camps. So overall, we got the map picks as well. We got Nuke being picked by the QUBE. We got Mirage being the decider, and we got Ancient picked by -72C. Okay, -72 degrees. Now, if you guys don't know, what I was told by one of the -72 players is that the reason why they call -72 degrees is that that's the coldest it's been in their area. So that's why it's their team name, basically. So it's been basically, well, if you go outside, you're probably gonna get frozen. Basically, let's just put it that way. What would happen is that you would get frozen, basically instantly. So yeah, so that's about 72 degrees colder than it gets in Perth ever. Now we got the QUBE as well. QUBE's more of a younger Mongolian team in particular. I'd say probably the 4th or 5th best Mongolian team. So, you know, that's pretty much going to be very, very tough for them in particular. I don't know too much into it. Do you remember me? Dude, I can say right now, I don't remember anyone, because I have casted a lot of games in particular. If you don't frequently come into my streams when I play other games and whatnot, I have no chance of remembering you. Like, no chance. There's absolutely no chance. Because I talk to a lot of people, I cast a lot of games and whatnot. So people in Twitch chat can be a bit of a blur, unless you're in quite frequently, basically, as well. But anyways, waiting for the IP to get in before we can just jump in. And actually, we can just jump in as well. Not sure if the match is going to start right away. But yeah, you know, overall, I feel like that -72C probably might win this 2-1. Probably be a close match. I mean, if you do pick Nuke, it means you're usually good on that T side in particular, and the QUBE have picked Nuke. So I assume they'll be pretty good on that T side in particular. I'll be surprised if a team picks Nuke and are not good at it, especially since obviously the QUBE will be forced onto that T side almost immediately. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's probably it. I guess right now, if you're gonna say it, like I can say right now, it's most likely that he's either ineligible for playing on another team, or for another team, or he's playing he played at another event or another team, or was a part of another team before they got promoted. So you can't play the entire season. That's what it generally means. That's why like Lin Vision and Tyloo can't unleash their new squad, basically, because all those players have played ECL, so they can't really just, you know, lodge them on pretty much over like that. That's why Tyler's playing with Kami at the moment. So yeah, like basically, so it's one of the rules that did mess up the AU scene really badly actually, because of with Archon they picked up Verza, but they couldn't use Verza because Verza was locked to Sunday school for ESL Challenger Melbourne. So they had to wait until that event was over before he could get released, because obviously you couldn't, because he's still a part of Sunday school. And there's the emergency rules, but the emergency rules didn't apply because he was still part of Sunday school for that ESL Challenger. And that does happen. Like, you know, those rules can, you know, stuff like that can happen where the rules do get in the way at times as well. And, you know, probably gets in the way here because, you know, there's obviously match integrity. I remember, I think it was back when they introduced that rule, it was actually quite a while ago. There was people who would go to the relegations or like join teams in relegations and help them stay in and stuff like that as well, which is the main reason why they got rid of it. In particular, like they added that rule is because people were doing that. So yeah, they got, you know, that's why they added that rule in particular. And I think they added a more harsher rule of it as well. So it's more incentivizing teams to stay together and really question whether or not the roster move is absolutely relevant or not either. Now we got some players in the game, so we're just going to switch to the game quickly as well, so you guys can yap a bit more. I've got free reign of the camera, by the way, so I can do all these funny things to the camera when someone dies. Or do this. I did see Mongos make a comeback and beat Sashi. That was pretty impressive actually, not gonna lie. The comeback was very, very impressive. I gotta say, like, Furia losing 13-3 to Big, not entirely unexpected, not gonna lie. I mean, Furia, like, I think someone highlighted this as well. Furia lost to Guns 5. 2-0 in CC2. But, you know, I was gonna say, the Mongolian teams look like, I say, it's pretty good for them so far for today, but that's pretty much it. This, I gotta say, this text sounds really familiar, because the last time someone typed that sort of text, they were advertising their stream. Okay, that seems pretty tame. Now, does one time someone posted a similar message like that, and they were advertising that they're restreaming my stream in Russian. And I'm sitting there going like, well, you better shut down your stream because that's copyright. And also, secondly, like, you can't do that because you don't have the rights either. Now, I understand the plight of the Russian casters and all, but you don't restream other people's stream. I don't remember you, Kirby. I'm gonna tell you right now, do not remember you. I went for it ages ago. Dude, do you expect me to remember, like, the 10,000 of people that come through here? Like, you don't come through here every day, so it's impossible. I have, like, 9,000 people and stuff like that. Like if you've like talked for like just like one game and that's it, it's very hard to remember you, given that I talk to a lot of people. Do you have a girlfriend? I do not have a girlfriend. You know, my clients have asked when I'm gonna get married. I'm sitting there like, I need a partner first. We're gonna have a knife round start soon. I do suspect that Nega72C will probably have our favourites to win this. But then again, you know, Atox did beat them 13-7, 13-7 on both maps. Like I said, I don't rate the Cube that highly. They did beat Dewey United, but Dewey United aren't a very strong Asian team to begin with. So, and Nega72C is a pretty good team. Like, they're fairly good. They're not top of the tier good, but they're fairly good. Or top of the Asia League, but they're fairly good. Funnily enough, though, they would have taken on Tyloo if Mongols didn't withdraw, by the way. Instead, they had to take on Atox. Because the Mongols withdrew. If you found that one quite funny. They probably got a harder a harder game because of that withdrawal. Jeez. Sana, that one dig. That was a brutal one dig. You know what's funny? Inhuman has not hit the 1-digs, but Ristio has nailed the 2 1-taps with USPs. I'm gonna be nice and say they probably are gonna let you down. Not sure we're waiting on at the moment. It should go into knife round shortly. You wanted to play as AFK? Alright, Viva DC'd. Okay, that's why. Okay. So you're gonna take his shit at the moment with Viva. He's coming back in now. And Forzetsky as well. So I wonder if they're playing from the Cube Internet Cafe. Well, if it's closed, they probably are. I do remember the big old, like, thing was like, obviously, the Bad News Eagles. But they play from Internet Cafe. Like I said, I think the Bad News Eagles, I think that team's going to come to an end. I saw that Iron Nation dropped their team as well due to not getting like no open qualifiers to EU. To be fair, I gotta say I think the no open qualifiers to EU and NA are gonna put an interesting spotlight on the ranking system in probably about a year or two, in my opinion. Like, it's gonna have, like, teams focus on being consistent instead of, you know, hoping for a one-off Cinderella run. Esports in general, not really profitable. Like, it is not that profitable unless you're a team that sells tier 1 stars to tier 1 teams, basically. Or have a lot of sponsors. So the QUBE will put themselves on the T side. They'll face their backs away, and Negativity 2C will get their CT side that they want. Very quick stay. But yesterday we had a third map with Tyloo and LIG. Tyloo winning 2-1, LIG winning the first map, but Tyloo completely stomped the next two maps. Now we've got negative 2C taking on the QUBE. Loser will be eliminated. The winner will get to verse the loser of Tyloo and Live Vision. Whoever that is. Maybe QUBE's map pick is going to be Nuke. One set of dualies, a kit, no utility on negative 72C. We got just a flash and a Glock. And a P250. Tugu, head of the pack. Just checking outside. Flashbang goes out. That's from the QUBE side, actually. They're looking towards the Heaven play, and a mini play. Barusto is just waiting for the timing. He's got an angle. Sana grabs the opener, but Barusto with the trade. Barusto sees the player on top of Hut as well, and he's going to tell the Heaven player, watch out. And Barusto, he's just going to guard Heaven. The wraparound can come in. Anselmo entering T lobby. 1-for-1 trade. Now here can they go. Barusto gets the opener. Sonk drops the bomb onto the site. Sana's drops. It's going to be 2v3. They need to get a pick sooner rather than later. Rotation coming through B. And they do get the two trades. 2 for none. That's all up to Inhuman. Inhuman popping out the vents. He's going to check the wrong direction. But they missed the first shot by Clouden. Able to just swing in. Goes around the board for QUBE on the T side. Frustrating 2v3 loss for negative 72. They got to be a bit annoyed at that one. Could have gone either way. Did I say yesterday that Atox could potentially win the slot because of no Mongos? Because really, it's really just Tyloo and Live Vision getting in their way. I think it's 72C not full spying up. A lot of teams have been full spying recently. On the second round for the CTs. Meanwhile, they're just going to rush in towards A. Tugo. Tugo was going to check and he just sees about 3 or 4 players. He's just like, yeah, let's not pick that today. Brusto takes down Tugo, so Mac 10 dropped. But be careful not to go 1 by 1 here for the QUBE, given the fact that USPs they connect a couple of shots. It's going to hurt. And that is just going to be clean up on aisle 5 by Clouden, putting his second round on the board for the QUBE. You guys are still posting that destroy your enemies kind of thing. I think that's what it means, right? Yeah, destroy your enemy's interest. Obviously that's a bad translation by Google Translate. But fairly interesting. Aviva takes a bit of damage. Aviva looking for someone. Actually, grenade drops. That's a bit of damage to the midi player, Sonk. I think he heard it. He may have heard it. Being squeaky. He's easy for Sonk there with the Mac 10. Flashbang's been thrown in, Sonk completely blinded. A re-smoke and Sonk's in a rock in a bad place. Flashbang's gonna be thrown in. He's gonna pre-fire, go down to the vents instead, and that's the only place where he's actually safe. Oh, geez, he's being chased down. Sonic is a second. That's an M4 picked up. He's 72C, losing 2 bodies already. Losing a rifle. And there you just chomping on the B site. Only player there, I believe, is Frozetsky. He was a ramp player. Controls opened. It's gonna be a Molotov first. No smoke towards him yet. Actually, here comes the smoke. Here comes the flash for Zetsky. Gotta push that smoke. Be careful when pushing that smoke. Sonk was watching. And geez, a 1-for-1 trade, but Sonk able to trade out, and you accident. He's just gonna back out. Bomb should be planted shortly. Just checking all the angles, making sure no one's there. I do remember too at the RMRs. I know a few of these players have played at the RMRs or played for Asian qualifiers before as well. Yo, Caxton, you see to play on ramp. Tuku could be taken out here. Tuku with the M4 loses duel to Yaskin. He's just gonna run. Actually, Clouder did hear him. Yuke's in a bit of trouble actually because he'll dive at a bomb. Yuke doesn't get away at the M4. Get further around the board for the Cube, and the Cube seemingly crushing it on that T side of nuke. You mean for Mag? Or does Mag stand for something else? I gotta say, Mag was like massively making up the numbers in that entire Asia RMR. That's why I was like not so, like, not really that exaggerated for Mag to replace Troublemakers, because I'm just like, both teams are just going out early anyway. Now, Sonk has heard a lot of rushing. He's heard 3 sets of footsteps, and the Beaver is going to get shot in the back. Cannon clears out in Human, he pops up towards T roof. Gaskin just dropping back. They're crunching in to either A or B. They've got downstairs control and Seeker control. And they go to A in the end. Yaskin. So almost taking a bit of damage. Swing it back, and Jackson will grab an M4. Jeez, gonna say Barusto's got another kill as well. That could be a rifle picked up as well. Bombs planted. Planted for unders. Yaskin's got an M4. Barusto, I think if you can ascertain that there's 3 players in the B bomb site, he might go and grab a weapon as well. Trying to play for exits. Barusto just hiding. Give you 4th round for the Cube. Barusto's just gonna be careful after round. Oh, jam. Sana clears him out of red box. Maybe a hard one for Sana. Sana might not live here. Sana will live. Yaskin dies to the bomb as well. And that is a bit problematic, and that's nothing saved. That went from 2 M4s being saved to nothing. And Cube are 4-0 up, and I gotta say 4-0 on the T side is a pretty decent scoreline. Like for Cube at the moment. Getting 4 T rounds is pretty huge. Arguably so, they've got the pistol and they got the anti-eco, you could probably argue that. But I gotta say at this stage, anything more is just an added benefit and makes that CT side just a bit easier. So it's basically pass score at the moment. And Nega72C, they just haven't been able to do anything. They're just losing the initial picks over and over again, and the Cube are just using the numbers. Sana. Flashbang being thrown in. Can Sana catch anyone in the silo? Sonk does so. And looking towards height. They're looking for that second player. They have no idea what that second player is. And the bomb is being... It was actually being fake planted. They're looking for that mini player. Zetsky is being heavily pressured at heaven. The Molotov does go away. And, geez, this is looking really, really rough for Negative72C already. Like, incredibly rough. Sonk, gonna swing out. He's got a 3rd. Might get a 4th here. We'll almost get to 4th. Traded up by Barusto. But I think for at this stage for Negative2C, they've just got to save. But once again, they're just not able to just trade out kills at all. Gotta be so frustrating. Oh, geez, Sana. Through to smoke. Takes down Barusto, and that's gonna be just Yorp saved. Lozetsky deep in towards CT. I gotta say, like, what QUBE are doing at the moment, QUBE are just doing this, you know? They get the opening 1 or 2 picks, and then they just all slam in A. They literally just slam in A. There's been real no, like, other than the pistol round where they wrapped around, and also where they pushed ramp, there's been no real, like, strategy to it. Is it the straight up winning the Angels and just whacking A, basically? Gonna be some Deagles and 5-7s with the orb. QUBE are gonna be careful this round, even though it doesn't look like a big buy. All it takes is 1 or 2 orb kills. And it's gonna get a bit dicey. Viva jumps down, they've heard him get injured as well with the fall damage. He had the jump up which was mollied for heavy damage. Now Sonk. He's seen the elbow. Great 1 dig. 2 can't really react or can't really trade. Going through Squeaky. Good shot to dig. Inhumans just waiting for the time to peak. Gets another 1 dig, beautiful. In a second nut, traded out by Cloudon. But a 1 dig is a 1 dig. Boroseski misses. Gonna have to just jump back into the B site. Actually, gonna re-pick the angle. Oh, jeez. Does he get the leg? He does get the leg of Cloudon. Oh, jeez, kills his own teammate. Lozetsky. It's a bit silly there. Taken out by Odsana at Toxic. And he's just pretty much just given the round over to the QUBE. Sometimes the QUBE don't even have to, you'd have to buy up. They just do the Jedi mind tricks. It's a horrific mistake. I just don't know why he pushed the trigger. I was just so confused. Jeez, if you thought those deals were brutal, that 1 tap from Tuggle was even brutaler, okay? 72C, they just threw away that round. They had an opportunity. They had an absolute opportunity to potentially win that round of that Deagle and an AWP. Oh, jeez. That's horrific. Maybe a timeout, calm the nerves. Because I'm going to say, they're operating on a frantic pace. Because I'm going to say, like, basically, that's only a thing you do when you're just panicking. But Fazetsky does give himself some redemption. But guess who stops him? It's Tugu. Barusto, though, might get Tugu. Does catch Tugu, completely unaware. Barusto might get a second. He does get a second. But I'm expecting a player to just bounce Samo with the trade. He knows he's out here. And -72C should win this round this time around. No way that a free friendly fire kill is going to be given. Checks out as beautiful by Rusto. First round on the board. I'm going to say that's a good recovery considering the previous round. The previous round was an absolute debacle. A friendly fire kill which causes them to lose the round because of it. And not to mention as well, it all started with Flozetsky getting that opening frag. Comeback. Ooh. You guys are very interesting people. Comeback's on. H's been thrown in. Gotta be careful on the peak. Ooh, that does a bit of damage there, actually. Good utility damage early on from -72C. They're being very, very aggressive. Russo in the vents. You can hear it. Gee, we're gonna have to go outside instead. HA been thrown in. He's seen a player in mini. So Anselmo just gonna poke in. He saw Fazetsky. Fazetsky's gonna be very, very careful. Because Anselmo knows he's around here somewhere. Fazetsky's got 1. He's gonna try and retreat to workshop. He is not gonna get away. Looking towards mini. It's a 1-for-1 trade. FIFA on the opposite end. Anselmo at workshop. They're gonna pay attention here to outside as well because Anselmo gets past Aviva. Could be a wraparound on towards A. Do they have better ping? Yeah, they actually do. Okay, never mind. That might explain Fazetsky making that shot towards Toxic. Askin gets the bomb dropped. Uke. He's going to turn around as well. Sonk grabs one. Should be a trade. Isn't a trade. You Askin can be very careful as well. He's got the player from Mini to deal with. HE coming in and down Sermo. Very good trade there. Very costless trade as well. Sonk, he needs to get out of here. But Sonk, he's going to drop the bomb in T lobby. That's going to be diabolical. They need to get back into it squeaky. Sana makes a lot of noise. No time left. Should be a kill. There is a kill. And that's an easy kill for Barusto. Just waiting for them to cross. Second round on the board for negative 72C. Negative 72 degrees. I was going to say, like, here, for example, just got to get out here, Song. Just got to get out here. You can't have the bomb dropping here. Especially when, you know, you're being crunched on, basically. There'll be another buy round coming in. Sana trying to get quick outside control. Sana's actually going to go across the flames. I think Barusto may have seen Sana. Oh, jeez. Barusto, beautiful. Gets both the silo player and the player on the outside. Gets a quick 2k. So it's looking a bit better. They're looking a bit less frantic. Kozetsky's at workshop. Cardin. He actually got towards unders without, well, it's a secret. Any utility. Barusto's in the vents. Gonna challenge that ramp player. Ramp player being human. Viva can quickly rotate back down. In fact, Viva is rotating back down. It's going to be 2v2. Cloudon is getting ready. Get a swing on. And if human goes down, trade it. Oh, Anselmo, though, gets everything, including the trade. Cloudon stops to rotate. And you're asking a Fazetsky. Well, they got to be careful with any old rotate now since the vent's been taken over. Bomb is going to be planted. Anselmo's a very little HP at the moment. Anselmo, you're asking for Fazetsky goes down. That's the AWP dropped. You're asking can potentially win this here. It's one, might get the transfer, but doesn't. Anselmo with the trade and QUBE now 7 on the board. Very close round. Very, very close round. Negative 72 degrees. Might be a bit annoyed there. The critical jewel obviously was here at ramp. Basically, a free for none to Anselmo, including his own teammate. Okay, 1 TK here, obviously. Can't even draw a K. But, yeah. Well, that was quite funny that Anselmo basically killed everyone on that ramp exchange. And then basically got to that site. Quick stop with a rotate by Cloudon. Oh, not Cloudon, sorry, Cloudon. He clowned some people, that's all we know. 2. Being tagged up at silo. Just gonna drop back. Fazetsky, they've lost Barusto at dumpsters already. Fazetsky, he's just getting surrounded. Anselmo's just gonna bin him, and that's exactly what he does. Wraparound's gonna come quicker. The mini player can't do anything. And Anselmo just gonna push Sana following a hot pursuit. And lovely Inhuman. It's got a good line and a good angle and a good weapon for a Heaven Jewel. But are they going to play very fair, or they're just going to chuck Molotovs at him to throw him out of position? Because the MP9 is very, very strong. Sana needs to get the 1 tap. Does. Jeez. Oh, Sana's just opened up that site. The site is going to be open. Aviva does get the trade, but Sonk comes in from mini, barrels in, and QUBE get 8 on the board. I said a QUBE, they're looking hot on Nuke at the moment. 8 rounds on the T side. And I've got to say, like, negative 72 degrees, I mean, the 2 rounds that they won was good defenses. But they really need to start winning some opening jewels or really start playing aggressive on the outside. It just feels like half the rounds at negative 72 degrees lose. It's just there's no intent or no strategy involved or no thought process involved with why they're going for some sort of these positions. Like, that last outers hold was just like, what you guys were both like alone outside. Wasn't, you know, any potential tradability or anything like that. Compared to the previous round where basically Baruso was in a position at Secret where he could be traded by Fazetsky at Workshop. Good one dig. Good at these Deagles. Sonk with the trade taking down a Viva. They might actually, Baruso with another kill actually crunches T Lobby. Song's got one. Baruso gets the trade. But Baruso's going to be traded back by Anselmo. They need to get a couple of these rifles. It would help. Fazetsky misses the first Eagle. Asana to trade. It's going to be a 1v1. It's going to be a crucial 1v1. Yas can come in from behind. Asana. Is he going to be expecting Yukaskin to be... Oh, no, Yukaskin actually hears the steps. There's actually been baited the wrong way. Bomb is going to be planted. Sana. All doors are closed, basically. Yuke. Not sure where anyone is at the moment. He's got no kit either. He's got about 30 seconds to get rid of it. Get rid of this player. Sana. 25. Is he going to check Dark? Does check Dark. Nails it. That's going to be a third round for the Negative 72C. It's exactly what he needed. He just needed a quick, clean retake in that 1v1. Gotta pick up another flash. And that's a good round there. They won it with against... Oh, they won with just Eagles. I gotta say, you know, great trading for the Cube to make sure it didn't get out of hand. But I'm gonna say straight up, like, you can't be trading in anti-ecos. You can't be getting 1-for-1s. You gotta get more than a 1-for-1. That's the reason why. Zonk. Deep smoke, I'm going to say. Oh, that does cover Squeaky. I was going to say, I think it might have been too deep there, but it's not too deep. I thought I was like really deep into towards Squeaky, and I'm like, oh, it's a bit too deep. But no, the smoke does bloom in the right angle. Brzezinski goes down to Sana. Should be a trade for Barusto. Oh, Sana's seen Barusto. So Barusto won't be able to do anything there at the moment. He's going to have to duck out. Can't trade it. Just Baruso did a half-committed swing there. I think he just got a full commit or do nothing. Tugu, he's just waiting. He knows the crunch is coming. Sonk grabs one. Tugu might get another. He's seen the shadows. Takes down Inhuman. Might get a second here. Oh no, missed shot, but doesn't matter. Sonk from behind. Takes out a Viva. It'll be 9 for it and a half. I'm just going to say, like, for Negative 72, I felt that a lot of their tactics had no real intent or philosophy behind it. It seemed like, you know, just a lot of hit and hopes half the time. That's why the Cube's up 9-3 at the moment. There's no real intent of what they're doing. Like, there's some rounds where there's, like, the intent is great. Like, you know, what they're pressuring and whatnot. Other times it's a bit disjointed. Like, one of the rounds where I think Barusa was here and Forestas, it's like... Oh, no, sorry, wrong one. I think Barusa was here. It's like, what are you guys trying to control? Like, what are you guys trying to control here? It's a bit confusing. I'm going to say for Negative 72C, though, they crunches onto T side. T lobby were very, very good. Like, they were very coordinated. As Anselmo on the outside gets the initial pick, taking down Fazetsky. Sorry, guys, almost missed all the action. All Inhuman tries to snipe the mini player. Doesn't get the snipe he needs. Oh, geez, he spotted the workshop player. Anselmo, I'm going to say, very brave to be on such an open angle for the workshop. Now, charging in by Hunt Squeaky. And given the cube, well, I gotta say, they're very expert on this map in particular. And they're gonna easily shove back a Hunt Squeaky push, and that's exactly what they do to make it 10. I'm just gonna say overall, I think the cube can play nuke, but Negative 72C can't play nuke. I think that's just the difference here. It's like you're basically taking on a team that knows how to play nuke, that's cube, versus a team that doesn't play nuke that much. You can tell the difference between experience between these two teams. Because like basically the cube just crunched off hunt squeaky execute like it was nothing. It was a free for nothing trade. And obviously you can tell why QUBE picked this map. Yeah, that's over. I gotta say, like, now, if Negative 2C come back, it's a miraculous run at this stage. Like, I don't see it. Like, I don't see it. They have some good deagles, I'll give them that, but I just don't see it this stage. Inhuman. 11-3. I'm gonna say right now. QUBE ain't good on Ancient. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say like Nuke kind of plays like Ancient as well. Like, you know, a lot of map control and whatnot. But then again, they could be exactly like Negative 72C here on Nuke. Like they could be just really shit. Nuke. Let's see what they can do with weapons. Tugu's heard noises. Oh jeez, Tugu doesn't get the kills. Can be 1 for 1, but he does a lot of damage. Brusto, 2 for 2. Found it at mini. He hears players above him. Wonder if he's gonna go for the song. He sees a player at heart. Bit scary actually. Fortunately, Negative 2C back off because he was a bit scared there. Clouden had to actually force himself to be at mini. Found then trying to get outside control. Bangs for Zetsky, makes it a 2v3. And I'm gonna Molotov Squeaky off. He's gonna drop back himself. He's got a very old sticker there, the PGL sticker from the Antwerp RMR. Inhuman does take down Clouden. It's gonna be a rotate towards outside. Oh geez, Song from behind, and Anselmo gets him the 1-2 punch to make it 12. That negative 72C didn't see it coming. They were looking to CT locker room, and geez, it is on the dirt already. Like I say, Barusto's done an incredibly good job at Nuke, but the rest of his team just don't know how to play it. And Barusto's playing on like 100 MS. I think no, he's playing on 45. He's doing a very decent job. But his team is just, they're struggling. He's the only real player in the limelight at the moment for Negative 72C. Tugu. Oh, they're making a lot of noise. Tugu's just waiting. Takes down Aviva. To be fair, I think at this stage, I think Negative 72C is just calling it a map. How much ping did QUBE have? There's the pings. It's like 60 average, and then 2 players at 100 with Negative 72C. I have no idea what servers. I can't check the face of servers. Anselmo on the off angle. Could QUBE sweep 2-0? Not sure. You're asking from behind, and that is going to be a B hit or an A hit. You're asking. Great work with the M4 there. Molotov can be thrown in. Oh, Cloud on the trade. That's an impressive trade. They won't be able to rotate, or will they? I don't think Yaskin saw the second player pop in. He's going to think that's Clouden. Flashbang get thrown in. Sana going to avoid a few hits. Extra smoke's going to be... Flashes going to be thrown in. And Sana can peek up here. Another flashbang being thrown in. Sana's actually got into the bomb. I don't think they expect Sana here. Sana's got one, and that's going to be the round. Sana can actually go for the defuse. Looking for the last player being Barusto, but Barusto's taken out by Tugu. And that'll be 13 for the QUBE. That was a very, very impressive retake. Like, that was a really good retake by the QUBE. As I said before on that, it felt like Negative 72 Degrees had no idea how to play Nuke. Like, they don't play it that often. It felt evident. Like, QUBE's like experience on Nuke was very, very good. You saw like clear strategies on the CT side. You saw clear strategies on the T side. You saw what they were trying to do, like a wraparound, hit P, hunt, squeaky, go through mini and whatnot as well. And most of the times, Negative 72C just surrendered 2 players at the start of the round, and it just got worse from there. And in particular, one round that stands out is where Fazetsky could have got the first round on the board for Negative 72C. and he killed his own player and basically gave the B side away to the Cube, which was really, really unfortunate given the fact that they did really, really well that round. But just felt like the Cube knew a lot more, and also as well, the Cube, I think, got into their mantle very early. That -22C were very jumpy. I mean, that friendly fire kill doesn't happen, you know, it doesn't happen out of the blue. There's obviously some, not mental issues to it, but there's obviously some, you know, jumps, nerves in particular to it, because the Cube were really put him to the torch at that stage. Overall, I'm going to say, basically, there's a various of players you could say played incredibly well, like, you know, from the Cube. You know, you got Clouden 19-4-5, you got Zonk 18-5-9. I'd say give Clouden a bit of a round of applause there. He played particularly well on that map in particular. Baruso was really the only shining light, as well as Ugaskian towards the end there. Was really the only shining light for -72C. Next up, guys, we're going to get to the next map, which is going to be, obviously, Ancient, which is going to be -72C's pick, and hopefully they're a lot better on Ancient, because that was a very, very poor showing on Nuke, and I guess overall, I think we probably can understand that that was, well, let's just put it that way. It was probably their, not a map they play very often. So, wait for the second map. Mongolian Ancient had definitely gone better after Atox, but when Mongol started playing it. I want to talk about that. I just want to see how negative 72 degrees play Ancient. Given how Nuke was played, I'm not too confident. I mean, they got absolutely blasted. I mean, they didn't really have a chance, which was really sad to see. And I gotta say, realistically, on their CT side, they basically did nothing. Like, if I'm gonna be really honest, they honestly just did nothing. And, well, since they did nothing, they got absolutely blasted by the Cube, who were just doing something and playing roles and making sure that they either got ramped, they either got outside, they got secret, they got wraparounds and towards mini in particular, and had a plan on how to get onto the site. The only thing that said -72 degrees did on their CT side was crunch T-Lobby. Their crunches of T-Lobby were very, very good, and getting Cube to lose rounds with the bomb being stuck in T-Lobby. But that's pretty much it. Everything else is just Cube just being so much better, especially on the CT side for Cube. -72 degrees couldn't even get the bomb planted, couldn't even get into the side half the time. The only time they got the bomb planted is when the last round where they lost, and that's pretty much it. Anyways, guys, gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back with the Cube versus -72 degrees on Ancient in just a moment. Okay, guys, we're back in. Back into Ancient at the moment. Cube just getting all ready to warm up. I love the cricket ambience in this game. It's always so good. That's such a peaceful ambience until Fosetsky ruined it. But he's ready. He is ready. Fosetsky's just, he's got the knife, mate. First, do you even pay attention to what you can or can't cast? You can cast ESA playoffs as long as it's not Premier. As long as it's not ECL. You can cast all open, all advanced, everything like that. But you just can't cast ECL. Well, if the RP is open, then you can cast it. That's pretty much it. So basically, negative 72C is going to give the cube the round. I'm actually not sure what I'll be casting tomorrow. I probably will be casting, because I think Thursday is the last game I can really cast. So I'll probably be casting the upper bracket finals tomorrow, which will be the, it's Eddie's team, Art of War versus Deadweight. Potentially. Depends what the Asia games are. Jeez, I was gonna say. Negative 72 degrees. Going for that B here. Smoke towards back of sight. Jeez, that's a lot of utility. Now Sana's got to pop out the dualies. 1, 2 will burn. And Jesus, Selma trades out. It's a 4 for 2 in the favor of the cube. Selma's the only player in sight. Jeez, what a hit. Inhuman, not even a chance, and the cube wins the first CT side round. God, this is getting a bit of a bit of deja vu from Nuke. I can't believe Sana lived for that long, given the fact that Sana was in a Molotov with the dualies. Got a 2k out of it. To HE and the Molotov towards middle. Eva gets hit for a bit of damage. Could be a force spy coming in for negative 72 degrees. Barusto, he's gonna be annoyed by that. He had a stand still shot with Deagle. Didn't hit it. But I'd be relatively annoyed at that one. Song, just on the A site by himself. Alert play from Nuke. You ask, he's heard a step, he knows play could be donut. Just a first couple of shots. Tugu might be trying to start an entrance at Catwalk. Gonna grab one, sees the bomb, might grab a second, doesn't get the crosshair placement right. And our Somo's got one. Clouden gets the other with the M4. And they know where the bomb is, and our Somo's gonna chase. Somo go for the pre-fire. Crystal dropped in, and Human takes him out with a P250. Might be able to do a bit more damage here. Clouden makes the second round of the board. They defeat that half buy. I think that half buy is going to come at a bit of a cost. They're going to lose a lot of utility in that half buy. As you can see, they only got a few flashes and a few smokes. Second round on the board for the cube. I'm not sure whether like buying Tech 9s and buying P250s a lot of utility was a good choice here, given the fact that they only had 2 mollies, 3 flashes, and 2 smokes to really work with. Like, they just got to get to that site quickly. Bolzetsky gets the opening. This is what they probably need. An opening like this. Sign up with the trade. Now they've got to try and rush into it. Flashbang's been thrown in. They haven't committed to the site yet. Pardon. I was going to say that no one's at lane. That's going to force a rotation over from Sonk. Sonk at Temple. He's seen the AK barrel. Takes down Barusto. That's a huge pick. Molotov can be thrown in towards A. Rotation's coming through. Sonk got to be careful. He's not checking. And he's going to be sniped by Ukaskin at Donut. Clouden. They're not checking Donut. That's a bit risky if you ask me. They do check Donut in the end. Now on the other angle, Clouden does take down Ukaskin. Waiting for the long lurk. Or the other lurk. Because they only saw one other person sight. And they should be able to check A main. Inhuman's got an opportunity here. Going for the defuse. Sana is going to be dropped by Inhuman. Now, they're going to fake it out. Inhuman not going to be trapped by it. And oh geez, he might window around here. Clouden, it's got to swing here soon. Dodges the flash. And that was a very, very nervous round. Great attempt by Inhuman. I see a third round on the board for the Cube. And he did so much damage that round. An AK, a flash and a molly picked up. Great work by negative 72 degrees there. Like, really, really good work. They get a bomb plant. They're going to buy up some nades. I'm not sure if they're going to go in. It's going to be a timeout. I'm not sure if they're going to go in and force this one up. Let's see. I reckon they could buy up. Like, they could buy up. What do you guys reckon? Like, you know, they did pretty well with that last round, even with very little utility. They'll get a bit more here. Then again, though, you don't want to keep force buying like this, given the fact that the Cube were... It could have been worse. Great utility from the Cube so far. Do a lot of damage to Zetsky and Human and a few others. Another HE grenade. Now flashbang goes in. Sana's got one, almost gets a second. Inhuman couldn't see, but does get the trade in the end. I know a few players down at lane. Anselmo is just waiting for it. He's hearing movement. Rooster on the lurk is caught at Catwalk. Trying to go for the Cubby wall. Bang, Anselmo's been hit. And they would have heard that as well, you Gaskin. He's going to check Cubby, but he's drilled by Anselmo. And Tugu actually checks down lane, takes down Inhuman. And Tugu's at Jaguar, but Anselmo pops out towards lane. And be a fourth round aboard for the Cube. I gotta say, this is basically Nuke Point 2.0. It's not looking good at the moment for the Cube. But not for the Cube, sorry. For negative 72 degrees. They're looking very, very average at the moment. Cube able to just catch negative 72 degrees out. Gonna say ballsy from Fozetsky there. Fozetsky does take a bit of damage. So does Clouden as well. Clouden's just gonna back out of Red Room. They've got a bit of advantage here, negative 72 degrees. We've got Jaguar completely uncontested. Barusto taken out by Sana. But they could just go for the B side. No one is on B. Cube, literally nobody on B. And negative 72 degrees are going to find us out quickly. Now Clouden. Oh, beautiful shot by Aviva. I only saw Aviva for like the last half second, basically. At ramp. Needs a teammate to be watching. HE grenade being thrown does a lot of damage. Now the Deagle's just going to use the Deagle, doesn't get any damage done whatsoever. Another HE grenade being thrown in, doesn't hit anything at all. The Tech 9s are doing a lot of damage. It'll be the first round of ball for negative 2C. Tugu's just got to run, and that's going to be 3 weapons given over to negative 72 degrees, and that is diabolical for the Cube. It's not how you want it. They can buy up. Give you a rough buy. Negative 72 degrees can make a big comeback here. Just gotta get this round tied up. And hopefully they don't do a big blunder. Clouden popping out towards mid. Meanwhile, there's a bit of aggression going on. Fozetsky's got the opener. Doesn't see the second player. Oh, gets Sana on the arm. Clouden, though, stops the middle push. Tugu with the orb. Snipes down Inhuman. Looking towards the top of Jaguar. Making a lot of noise. Bukaskin, is he being sold out here? Trying to go for the wall. Bang, getting caught by from behind. Now Sonk. Making a lot of noise. And Fozetsky with the peek in the Cube. They're making way too much noise. Like, way too much noise. And they're going to be on an eco here. The negative 32 degrees of a chance to get back into this game. Sana won't get the 2-tap. The AK's just too strong here. To get any kills here, it's a godsend. And that's going to be the round. 2. If he gets any here, it's a miracle. But I don't see it. I don't see how Tugu's still alive at this point. Song. With a USP in a dream. He's been seen and he's dead. Clean round here for negative 72 degrees. Baristo, respecting the smoke. I'm going to say, I think Cloud's going to fire towards Baristo there, given the secondary smoke being popped in front of his. And drop back to Red Room. I'm going to say, the Cube, and they really need to be a lot more aggressive than Molotovs and the flashes and whatnot. Because negative 72 degrees, you can tell what they play this map, because they are putting the Cube players where they want them to be, or trying to get opening picks from that angle. And they've also thrown the Cube back towards sites already. Like, there's no B control, there's no middle control. Clouden does go down. Sana holding cave. On the off angle is Sonk. Gonna check a Red Room, and Sonk's gonna get a freebie there onto a Baristo. Baristo was gonna lurk by. Lots of being thrown in, and Human takes a lot of damage. Sana just trying to prevent that plant, but won't be able to. Another HE being thrown in. Trying to stop that plant, but that plant should be very successful. Not much you can do from back of sight. It's gonna be a 3v4 retake. Flashbang being thrown over. It's going to go over the ramp defender. Smoke's going to be thrown in there as well, so the cave players might not be able to attack. 1 for 1, 2 for 1. Now there's 1 on the boost, and Tugu might go for the defuse. Besides, not 2 at the moment. Tugu might get the defuse. Oh, he's going to get to the bomb quickly. This is going to be very nervy. Cube, could they have that 5th round, or is it going to blow up in their faces? Very unlikely, but they're going to get it. Just get it. Oh, what a wonderful retake. And the Cube put 5 on the board. I didn't think they were going to get a 3v4 retake. It's a very tough retake. A very, very tough retake. Holy moly. A 3v4 retake shouldn't really happen there for negative 72 degrees. I'm gonna say, just getting a knife out there wasn't really necessary, but at the same time I can understand, because it's like, if you got boosted there, where is the second player? Would start you Gaskin gets the open pick onto Anselmo. Anselmo just running into an AK blinded by a flash. Trying to get that Jaguar control. Clouden. It's going to be a very close game for Zetsky. He's just waiting on the angle. Beautiful shot onto Clouden. Zetsky does take a lot of damage in response. Sana. You've seen a player in Jaguar. Just switch the players out too. Takes out Duke. And that puts it to a 4v3. Now Fazetsky's caught in the open, puts it to a 3v3. Sana. Really hard defense here. Inhuman. See Sana. Got to flash it out. Flashes himself. He's got to play time to get for the cavalry to come in. Inhuman. Gonna win that duel barely. It's actually good that Tugu's here. Instead of any of the other rifles, because he definitely would have been traded. And he's got feelings to be the A site. Tugu. Got a good instinct. Song does take down Inhuman. Gonna go for the quick scope. Does take down the bomb, but Barusto to trade. Bomb is planted. Molotov thrown in. Song gonna try and win that 1v1. Song does give himself away. Song does not have a kit either. Looking close by for Barusto. Barusto's in Temple. Gotta throw a HE, trying to reveal it. No one's there. Gotta check so many angles. Should have a kit. No, there's no kit. Oh, gonna fake it out. Checks towards Temple. Does the job. And negative 72, see, they're gonna be whacking the desk like that. Another retake happening for the Cube there. Another 1v1 lost. 6 rounds on the board for the Cube. This is a lot closer than the score suggests it. A lot closer. It's gonna be banging the desk a bit there because that's another one where it could have gone either way. Cute. However, though, I guess for negative 2C, they've got the better guns here. They've drained the Cube's bank account dry. Just hope they don't have a gong show round where they give a whole bunch of kills over. Now, oh, Swarzetsky doesn't see. Easy for Sana, and Sana's able to just duck back in. Inhuman. Gonna throw a counter Molotov to make sure the aggression doesn't come out, but Barusto has got Clouded in mid. I'm gonna say the negative 72 degrees have been winning crucial rounds and crucial duels. Now coming in. Oh, geez, they tried to invade, but the absolute B aggression goes completely wrong. And now this could look like a save call for the Cube. Their luck has finally run out. They haven't checked B yet. Actually rotating towards A. But now they're going to call B instead. Just clearing out the angles. Got to be really, really careful at triple. Should be a safe call. Like I say, not sure about the aggression from the Cube there, especially with an MP9 rather than an M4 going into the lane control. I think at this point that it's going to immediately save. Not even bother. Just going to be like, yes, it's a safe call. The Cube only going to have an M4 and an AWP and that's it. I don't think they're going to have anything else. No. It'll be round number 4 for negative 72 degrees. A kill on Tugu would be huge. He gets rid of that kit, but they're not going to go bother hunting at the moment. They can really only spare one rifle. Give me a timeout from negative 72 degrees. Cube with a slight lead, but I'm just going to say, I think negative 72 degrees, I feel like they're going to win this map. I feel like they've been looking like the better team. I know the Cube have been getting some ballsy retakes and have been clutching out very tense situations. But, you know, I'm not too confident in that. Like, especially on the T side. Song gets the opener. He's an aggressed by the catwalk play, but the catwalk play is effectively smoked out. So opening the pick they wanted, they actually got the AK as well. Cloud actually snaked it at Jaguar. I think Jackson's going to reported that the AK has been taken. It's a quick smash and grab. Not a good start so far. 5v4 and they've lost a rifle. They've given a rifle over. Clouden. He's going to catch Ugaska's going to be huge. Ugaska does trade it out and that's the rifle dropped. Zonk. He's walking and stepping. They definitely know he's here. Gonna catch. No, doesn't catch any. The crosshair placement just wasn't there. Oh, geez. Sal Selma had everything all the time in the world. And he missed that shot. But he got the bomb dropped in the middle as well. Sana's got one. Not traded out yet. Still got the AWP on Tugu. Tugu looking towards Jaguar. AWP shots rings out. Tugu, they missed him. Tugu missed the flick and he's going to be Kobe. Sana's got AK, takes down Aviva. Bozetsky going to try to plant that bomb. Sana knows where both players are now. AK, oh, just needs to get the taps here. Flashbang's out. They can't find him, but Fozetsky from behind puts a 5th round on the board for negative 72 degrees. Looking to tie it up at 6-6. Fozetsky. He'll be forced down the Molotov. Fozetsky takes down Tugu. I was going to say, Fozetsky doesn't hit that shot. He goes down as well. And that is just going to be the end of the round. Inhuman and Baristo, yeah. Zonk, the last player standing. Rotating towards the B side. Jeez, that's very Inhuman. Just absolutely dragging them across the line. A big free K from him. Like I said, that's an absolute anticlimactic last round from the Cube there. Absolutely anticlimactic. Nothing but a whimper on that CT side. However, they've got a 6-6. They've banked some rounds in. They got some incredible retakes. And this could be a game on the second map here. Very tense for negative 72 degrees. 6 rounds on the CT side is fairly decent. Generally, it's slightly CT sided. However, both teams haven't been, like I said, haven't got too much confidence that we're going to see it on par or a, very, very high tier where we can use those averages for the ancient T and CT sides. Going towards middle, they're going towards Stone, and actually they're faking out towards B and going towards A instead. And they're going to be successful at it as well. You're going to realize that they're going to hit A very shortly. And he's got the bomb down already. Now, Sana beat it down so far. Sana gets the opener. However, Inhuman wins at Temple. Now, Sana's going to look from behind, but Sana does get the second and the third. And the fourth! What is going on? That one's insanity. What a shot. Aviva, last one left. Not really a chance in hell. And Sana will get the ace, and well deserved as well. The third and fourth kills were just unbelievable. The fourth kill especially. The fadeaway one tap. And it's negative 72 degrees. They can't believe what just happened. They're just sitting there shaking their head. They just can't believe it. They're rattled. Gonna be a half buy. No force buy this time around. And they are gonna do the expert strategy of rushing B cube. Well, not rushing B fully. Song just checking middle. Doesn't see anything yet. Negative 72 degrees. Aren't even contesting. Just checking all these close angles. Spending a lot of utility to get in here. They even utility in the close Zeus angles, by the way. Like all the angles where you can put a Zeus. Pardon. Get engaged here. Inhuman. Does get the tap on the head. Does gonna be very careful though. He could lose that to Galil. He knows it as well. Adam trying to drop back. Does lose the Galil. Now, oh geez, Fazetsky's taking out 2. They're gonna go for the retake, but Sonk able to trade out. Sonk traded out by Yuskin as well. They're gonna take the weapons actually. They've got about 10 seconds to get back on the side if they want to retake it. And that's going to be grabbing the Mac 10. So Sana's going to stop that Mac 10 grab. They will grab a Galil at least. Flashbang goes out. And now Selma's trying to grab that Galil, but the Galil's gone. He's going to try and swing that Galil. Bit reckless with that Galil because if it goes down, Aviva should be able to recover it and does. And now Selma gets $600 out of it. He was just trying to get rid of that Mac 10. Because he knows next round they can buy. So if they have a AKs and Galils, it's a much better situation for them. And that's exactly what it is. She put 8 on the board. That anti-eagle was very, very sketchy though. They gave a lot of potential weapons away. And they gave a Galil away in the end. So it's going to allow negative 72C to have a few extra nades. Molotov thrown towards Catwalk. And that's going to be Sonk not going to be able to do anything. Molotov towards Triple. And that's going to tag up Gaskin. However, they've lost the B site already. Now Viva's got the trade. Takes out Anselmo, but they don't know there's another player on the site. And he's looking at Cave. Molotov been thrown in. Clouden. Viva, is he ready for it? Well, he was. Now, oh geez, Fazetsky, a 1-for-1. From Triple. Sana. It's going to be Gaskin left, and Gaskin's at Jacko, and they know it. Tugu gets a 2-tap on Tugu, not traded. Gaskin trying to get the, oh, he should be taken out here. He is by Sonk. It's going to be 9 rounds on the board for the Cube. And the Cube getting onto that B site really, really early. It's was gonna tilt negative 72 degrees really hard. They didn't really have much on the B defense there, and they're just punished for it. 9 rounds. And this should be a half buy from negative 72 degrees. Inhuman buys up an MP9 and they're going straight to the A site instead. I'm gonna say the Cube, if you hear more than 4 or 5 nades being thrown in, they're heading to that site. A lot of flashbangs being thrown in. The Mac 10 player's not flashed, but Barusto, he'll get an opener and he'll be able to escape. And no plays that ticket. Oh geez, the MP9 player Inhuman just spams in, but Anselmo and the others are able to beat it back. And Yaskin, bomb is going to be attempted to be planted. Should get the double dink, does. However, Anselmo with the quick trade, 10 rounds on the board for the Cube. I say the Cube are losing a lot of players on these initial bursts and initial assaults on these anti-ecos. Like, I'm getting a bit worried about it when you only have 2 players alive. Inhuman. We scored the play on Cubby. I was giving him 1-for-1. That's gonna be annoying. Jeez, holy Sana. Gotta say, Sana is just absolutely drilling everyone today. Oh, those songs. How the Sana gets a third. Jeez. Gonna say the Cube. Sana's having an absolute game at the moment, and Tugu's got the player at Cave. They're in. And they know where Frosetsky is as well, so they're going straight towards B. They're Molly back of sight, and to B they go. Zetsky. I was going to say, Sana, you got to make sure you protect that. Sana does protect it. Bomb being planted. 30 seconds for Zetsky. Oh, not 30 seconds, 34 seconds for Zetsky to retake. I know it's an orb. Found for Zetsky. Zetsky gets the opener. Might be able to do this 1v2. Sonk. Zetsky does he have a smoke in hand? He does not. Does he have a smoke near him? He does not either. There's a cross, but they're not focusing on that crossfire. Oh, geez. No scope, but 2 instantly trades. 11th round on the board for the Cube. It's going to be a half buy coming in, but I think -72 degrees are going to force up here. Because if they lose this round, they might as well just force up again. And that's exactly what they've done. Just force into this. You better having 2 forces and losing both rounds than only having 1 actual buy. This is a smart play from -72 degrees at this stage. Because as well, like if the Cube loses this round, given the fact they've been very reckless with their weapons in particular, like they could have like an anti-eco coming up as well. Tuga, they're not looking to the... Oh no, player went to cave instead. Viva. HE being thrown in. Bomb being planted. Aviva will stop the plant. Also another wallbang as well. Bomb's been recovered. Aviva's going to throw the smoke. Otherwise he's going to go down. It's going to be a 1-for-1. Bomb's being dropped again. Gonna say the Cube, thinking they can just walk into the site. Bomb's gonna be picked up again and planted. This time, no, it isn't. Aviva gonna stop it. The Cube really just gotta clear out the site. It's 3 times that your bomb has been stopped from being planted. Counter flash is being thrown out, and then it's gonna get out of here. And they're gonna hear it, so they're gonna go in. They could actually double back towards B. Yaskin, critical jewel here. If he loses to Sana, it's going to be a hard round to recover. Sana will get the bomb planted. Zetsky gets the opener. They're going to accelerate. They know where Sana is, and Sana's going to be a dead person shortly. Sana, yep, Zetsky goes ahead of that grenade, and it'll be a 7th round on the board, and -72 degrees. Well. This is interesting. Will they go for a force on this? They've got a bit of money. Well, that's down, but they are going to go the hero buy. I think they might as well just even out the money here at this stage and get a couple of Tech 9s but behind this as well. Yeah, there we go. We can rush either B or A at this stage. -72 degrees, they win a critical round. Oh, double smoke. They don't have much utility to begin with, and they double smoke that. Ugh. Tugu can be forced off the angle. Viva. Can he catch them with nades in their hands? It's a true question here. Viva, he's going to be caught with a nade in his hand. Oh, he got very lucky, but Viva might go down. It does go down, but Inhuman with the trade. AK being picked up. That's a smart move there. Gonna boost up their teammate. May have heard that Inhuman. Inhuman's just waiting for it. Tugu, is he ready for it? Cool. Good trade. 1-for-1. Sana's being hot on these trades. I know Sana's got the bomb now as well. He's got to check cave Yaskin. Doesn't want to get clowned by Clouden. Any steps. Smoke's going to be thrown into back of sight. Clouden just peeking in. Yaskin's definitely going to hear him now. Bit of pressure. He's got 1 on Sana. Clouden's ready. Basically, Yaskin's ready. And I'm going to say that flash was terrible. Because that was a team flash. And that's going to be an 8th round for -72 degrees. Blinded only his teammates. And it's just doomed around there. It's going to be an anti-eco. -72 degrees going to be thanking the Cube for that one. No bomb plant. It's all Glocks at this stage. The Cube, they're close, but yet so far as well. -72 degrees, not going down without a fight. Well, they got a defender at connector. They assume there's going to be no smokes for Barusto, so Barusto can keep this one defender here. Barusto's actually going to get curious and get more into the site. Gonna rush in towards A. Barusto hits a couple of shots, but he's being dinked by the Glock, so he's got to hide down. Sana's got one. Barusto needs to really stand tall here while his teammates come around him. Gets the bomb. That's huge. Great work by Barusto to stay alive on the site, given a lot of dinks were just happening all over the place. And -22 degrees, get 9 on the round. Getting a bit worried there. As soon as Barusto, I was like thinking, oh no, Barusto's gonna get dinked again. Maybe that's it after his teammate went down. But Barusto survives for a couple more for about 10 more seconds. The cavalry come in and save him. Stops the plant. It stops the potential round loss as well. That was very, very good by Barusto there. Very good last stand. Keeps -2C from losing, you know, embarrassing round. Sana trying to get through Tugu's a 1-for-1. Sana's gonna be careful. So once that smoke disappears, Yusuke's pushed heavily up ramp. They're gonna think it's gonna be an A execute. They're gonna be right. Howden goes down. I don't hear anything yet. Sana. I'm gonna try and use all this utility on 72 degrees at the moment. And they're happy with that HE being used there. No damage being dealt. Zetsky, has got a good angle. They're not going to expect him here at the edge of red room. Beautiful shot. It's giving them a man advantage at least. Flashbang going to be thrown in. Fazetsky at Temple. Great flash on the rifle on site. But Fazetsky's going to get his man. That's going to be the round. Sana does get the player on site, but Fazetsky should be ready. No, he isn't. They can't spot Sana in the smoke, but Inhuman will trade out. Be a 10th round on the board for -72 degrees. Starting to look a bit shaky for the cube. Very, very shaky. Gonna be a Tech 9 rush. And well, look at all that utility from -72 degrees. They probably called it as well. They're probably thinking the same thing. Tech 9s. But they haven't gone ultra aggressive though to try and stop these Tech 9s. They're gonna hear them. And they're gonna see 2 of them. And they definitely know it's gonna be an A hit. Even they've seen 1. Fazetsky grabs 1. The Tech 9s are charging in. They tap away at Barusto. They know Fazetsky's around here. Fazetsky's got to keep moving. He's got 1. Gonna get Truman's got the cavalry coming in as well. And I'm gonna say that's the round. 11-11 tied up. Sana can't get the 2-tap. Inhuman's gonna crouch. 11-11. Now Cube's on the back foot now. -72 degrees have been so clean in the anti-ecos. Jeez, I gotta say, a lot of mayhem coming in here. Viva Getting very early in. Aviva's got an opener. No trade back yet. It's mostly be thrown in, so they can't possibly trade back. Early aggression down lane. This is looking very, very good. Clouden getting on at triple. They have nades in their hands, and Clouden's got a 2k. They might accelerate here. They know it plays in cave at least now as well. Rotation's coming around. They see an opportunity. They might go for it. Tugu just rushing in. Flashbang being thrown in. They know a player's on site, so they notice a wallbang. Oh, beautiful shot by Fazetsky. Drew Tugu as well. Have a Clouden to trade. Clouden's got the triple entry so far. Great trade by Tugu. And I know the last player's in cave. Now, Inhuman taken out by Song. It'll be 12 for the Cube, and Cube have got 1 map point. What a round by Clouden. Like, what an absolute round by him, getting 3 critical entries. The Cube got 1 map point. Negative 72 degrees should all have all the weapons in the world. They have 2 buys. Could be OT. Given the lack of utility on the Cube, it could be OT at this stage. The Cube have really mucked up this buy. And this is a horrendous buy from the Cube. A lot of utility being thrown in. Sana's could be careful. Sana's hearing a lot of movement in cave. I'm gonna say no one at A. All dedicated to either mid or B. Sana dodges the wall bangs. A lot of bluster coming in from negative 72 degrees. HE does a bit of damage. Sana looking from behind, making sure no one's pushing in. Inhuman's pushing in up Jaguar. Sana, that's what Sana's watching, and Sana takes down Inhuman. No chance of a trade, unfortunately, unless they got a HE. And they don't. They've already used all of them. That's why I said earlier, they use a lot of their nades. Like, I think they use like 3/4 of their nades in the first 30 seconds. Now here's the key one. They need to get onto site. Uke. Gonna be smoked off, and he realizes that as well. Counter Molotov's gonna be thrown in, but I think they're gonna be already pushed in. Well, that Molotov even missed as well. That's a bit unlucky for Zetsky. And look towards cave. If he goes down, it's gonna be a very rough retake, especially if it's with no trade ability. Clouden, can he win against this AWP? So you know he's gonna peek in. Zetsky's been strong on this area. Smoke's been thrown in. Flashbang for Zetsky, has to go off the angle. Zetsky on the site, misses the first shot, he goes down, and this is a nightmare scenario for negative 72 degrees. Bomb being planted. Tugu can't be stopped. They have to go for it. Molotov being thrown, and they need to get any. Sana, unfortunately, has to back away to 5v3. Aviva, gonna jump over. Tugu's 1-for-1. Flashbang to Aviva, can't see. It's gonna be a freebie, and the Cube have won at 2-0 against negative 72 degrees, creating a massive, massive upset. And the Cube just stays strong to win 2-0 there. I've got to say, negative 72 degrees, that nuke was hard to watch. The Ancient, oh, well. Ancient so close yet so far. They played very, very well in Ancient, but I just got to say, giving, I think, the 6-6 lead, and then Cube getting about 10 or 11 rounds, and they only had 7, was just really hard to recover. And then those last 2 rounds in particular, oh man, they threw everything at the start. They threw the kitchen sink, and they just have no nades for the end game. And also, just a lot of jewels went untraded in those last 2 rounds, and this led to Cube having a huge, huge advantage. Obviously, man of the map in particular was Sana. I mean, Sana was intense on the T side, I'm going to say, and the CT side for the Cube, especially with that pistol ace on the first round of the game, which was quite incredible. Yeah, I gotta say, it's a bit of a sad day. You know, negative 72 degrees. They finished 5th in the league, and they go 0-2 and are eliminated quite early in the lower bracket round 2. Now, we'll see who the Cube could be versing. I'm not sure if, I gotta say right now, I don't think the Tyloo Vision game would be over, because I'd be surprised. But that's currently in a BO3. So currently that's in a BO3 at the moment. It's also LIG versus Clutch, and Clutch have won a second round as well. I'm not sure if there's any other games that are on today. Atox 2-0 GR. That's quite incredible. We finished quicker than this game. Atox won 13-8, 13-2. And Cabal with plus 22. Jeez, he is back. But yeah, overall, a bit disappointed with negative 72 degrees there. But they tried the hardest, and geez, they fought really hard in Ancient. And I think the Cube are going to be very, very happy with how that's gone so far. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for today. I'm not going to go on to any other games. I'm going to take probably an early one today. Oh yeah, geez, I gotta say, what a nuke from the Cube. And they brought that momentum coming in as well, which is really, really good to see. But anyways, guys, see you guys later. Have a good one, and peace out. Bye. Also, who's on the mainstream? Oh, I might as well throw you guys to Ty versus Lin Vision. Just trying to check which channel it's on. Yeah, I'll throw you guys to that, okay? Ty v Lin Vision. Anyways, guys, see you guys later. Peace out. See you guys later. Bye.